Right, it's product review time. I've been to Wilko's again. Yeah, I know. I've said it before, I'll admit it. I'm a bit of a Wilko fanboy, but I like it there. They have some great stuff, and it's a proper shop. I like it. I love going in there. Anywho, so what have we got here? Well, you can read the label. Wilko 480mm Storage Organiser. Ideal for storing DIY and haberdashery small parts. Removable separators for optional compartment size. Okay. Robust with transparent lid. If we flip it over, on the back it says, same again, 482mm storage organiser. Contains body, lid and 21 separators. Sweet. Dimensions 375 by 480 by 75mm. Not suitable for heavy loads. Do not overload. Okay. Doesn't tell me what the maximum load is, though. Suppose I'll find out. And then this here, this is just the same. Wilko promise, bring back with a receipt within 28 days. I have lost the receipt, so I'm not taking this back. This is in addition to produced in Turkey for Wilko, and then there's just the barcode, and there's a care line there. And it's recyclable, apparently. Well, it is plastics, I suppose. Of course it is. Yeah, that's all there is to it. So, we'll have on the outside, apart from the label, it's kind of briefcase sized. I've got my hands on it here. It's about the size of a briefcase, maybe a bit thinner. Two big clips here at the front, and then the moulding of the lid and the base forms your handle here. It's fairly weighty for a plastic box, but it does feel very firm, especially this base here. I press my thumbs into it, there's no give. Yeah, it says not suitable for heavy loads, but it certainly feels like it would be. And I suspect they don't want you putting too heavy a load in because the lid might fly open. Because all it is at the front is these clips where you bend the plastic up. So suppose if you were carrying it, then yeah, the lid might fall up and all your crap's going to fall out. But it's all it feels like. If you had hold of it like that, it could hold a lot. Alright, okay, inside. Oh, what have we got inside? Tell me, let's zoom out a touch. That's better, look. Inside, alright, so looks like the lid has these indentations along it here, we can see, and they slot into these. We've got 3 dividers here, and they are raised ever so slightly above the body. You can see it down there. So they're going to slot in there, which means even though these have some flexibility to them, again, I suppose that adds to the robustness. The lid is going to help hold these in place. So rather than just being fixed on 3 edges, it's going to be secured at the top as well when it's being held upright. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, look, and the same. You can use this bit here at the front as well as a storage thing. That's not much of a divider there, but I suppose you could put something in the front here as well. I don't know if they intend for you to do that, but I suppose you could. And this is the pack of dividers. All right. Come on, out you come. Interesting. They're just, yeah, little plastic inserts. They seem a little warped, as some of them. Yeah. They all seem to be warped by more or less the same amount. Don't know if they're supposed to be like that or not. I suppose we'll find out. Now, it said there was 21 in here. Let's do a quick count of how many we actually get. So, 1, 2, 20, 21. Excellent. Right, and there looks to be, where these are designed to slot in, you have these little grooves on each of these dividers. So this one just has it on the one side, and these two have it on both sides, and then the back obviously only on one side again. And let's just slot these in. Now I wonder... Now they are a little warped, every single one. I don't think that's necessarily intentional. I think it's maybe where they've been stored. Maybe they were exposed to heat, or they were rammed into this bag, which wasn't really big enough for them either. But once you slot them in, that seems to straighten them out. Oh, and that one doesn't want to fit. Curious. Try it the other way around. No, that does not want to go in. Alright, we'll come back to that one. Try a different one. It's definitely the curved side down, because then because the edges of here in here are curved, so it must be curved side down. Right, okay. Maybe it's that track then. Something not quite right here. I'm having to really ram these in. And then this one, well, isn't big enough. What is going on here? Can't get that one out now. They're all the same size. Right, this is not going well so far. These little inserts don't seem to fit very well. Not good. I mean, to be fair, the thing was £3. I've just been to Homebase today and I saw products similar to this for £15 and upwards. So, I mean, there may be a reason for it, but I've bought reduced things from Wilko before and they've been perfectly good. Alright, let's see. Let's maybe if we start at the back. That one slots in nicely. Alright. And that one doesn't want to go in. Seems like you get the first one in, and then the rest don't want to go in. Let's try it. Yeah. Alright, there we go, that's in. That's in, although it didn't want to go in. Right, okay. I think it's these inserts that are causing the issue. I mean, part of the reason is they all seem to be warped. They're not completely flat. So what I'm having to do is guide the top track in and then squeeze this together as I slot it in. Otherwise, there we go. Otherwise, I'm only getting one track in, and then the thing isn't secure, it slides around. I don't know if you can see on the end of here, it's sort of thicker on the edges. That's designed so that they slot into these tracks. So far this is not easy assembly. Okay, that's in. Let's just put the rest of them in, shall we? Right, well, there we have it. I've managed to get them all in. Not impressed at the moment, though. If we open this back up, I'll show you what I mean. Now, I've just time-lapsed my way through that, but these were a pain to get in. Some of them, seems like the first one you put in, goes in really easily. But yeah, most of them I had to force in, like press down as hard as I could to get them in. And even now, some of them still sitting proud. This one here did not want to go in at all. And the problem is they need to sit slightly below the level here. If we look inside, you can see this one, there's a gap at the bottom, which ordinarily won't be an issue. I'm not going to be storing such small parts in there that will be a problem. But, as I mentioned earlier, because the rows here are designed to slot into these grooves in the lid, because the orange bits won't go all the way down, you can see that, it means the lid is having to bend in the middle. And I've had to force these in hard. I mean, I understand getting a snug fit, you know, and wanting them to be firmly in place, but that's just far too much. I think I know why Wilko discontinued this. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. I'm going to try and go around and just press them all in as hard as I can. Maybe get a small hammer on them and get them right the way in. I shouldn't have to do that, but I want to try at least. Okay, right, that seems to be most of them down. My hand is red raw and killing me now, which it shouldn't be for assembling a small toolbox, but whatever. This one, however, just does not want to go down, and that one. I can't decide if it's the base or the orange inserts. I'm 90% leaning towards the inserts being the problem. They're all just that little bit warped. Even now, you can see as I pan along here, they're not straight and they don't fit very well. Yeah, a bit disappointing that. But they are all in, at least, and yeah, they ain't coming out ever again. I think if I wanted to customise this, I'm probably just going to have to go and buy another one now that I've got them all in there, but never mind. Right, let's go find some bits and bobs and fill it up, and we'll see how well it does at keeping things organised. Right, so we've got here a packet of mixed screws and fixings from Wilko, naturally, and a packet of various automotive fuses, the flat blade fuses. Now, this may or may not be what I actually use this thing for. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to store in this. It's quite a lot of storage. But I figured, you know, these are some nice small parts, different sizes, so we'll just throw them in there, rough it about a bit, and we'll see how well it organises and it takes things. So we'll sort these screws out, shall we? Right, so I've sorted all of that out, and I'm probably going to make a slow TV episode out of all that fudge that I've just time-lapsed you through. So, there we are, look. Now, it doesn't actually look like I have that many screws on here. What I might do later is go and find... I've got a few other tubs of these, and I've pretty much decided that, yeah, I'm going to keep screws in this box, because I always buy these little tubs of screws from Wilko's. I've probably got about half a dozen of these tubs scattered around in my shed and workshop and everything. And I always find myself digging for the right one that I need. But what I might start doing now is buy a tub and then come and sort it into this. I may even buy another one of these if I'm in Wilko's tomorrow, for example. But yeah, we've sorted them out, and we've put the automotive fuses here at the back, and there was a few connectors and household fuses in the box as well. They're not staying in there because they were already in a nice organised box, but we're just transferring them into this for the sake of this demonstration. So let's, yeah, we're going to shut the box, and we're going to walk up and down the stairs a bit with it, rough it around, turn it over, and then we'll see how well organised they are after all that. Right, quick up and down the stairs. So, what's it about? What am I doing? Now we'll come up, lift it up. Yep. And we shall turn it sideways. And we'll just okay, right. Now before I open it, well, so let's unhook the camera and I'll show you. So I'm just looking down through. Yeah, most of the screws look to be in place. Fuses, until we open it, I can't see that any have moved their compartment, although some are certainly trying. Alright, let's open it up, have a look. Alright. Well, I don't see. No, all the screws are in place. Good. The few fuses that had wedged up here had just got the blades, the metal part, stuck in there, but none of them actually made it all the way through. And then when I undid it, they dropped back into place. Alright, happy days. And these are still firmly in place, although I wouldn't expect anything less, because I can't rip the fuckers out. Yeah, they're probably never coming out again. Alright, good show. Oh look, even this little thing that I left in here stood in place. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but interesting. Alright, yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, I'm going to leave the screws in, like I said. I'm going to take the fuses back out, though. Yeah, and then we'll do conclusions. Right, conclusions then. Turn it the right way up. What do I think of the Wilko 480mm Storage Organiser? It does the job. I mean, I'm not impressed with the quality of these dividers. They're all warped, out of shape, and they were very difficult to fit. I will go so far as to say they don't fit. I had to make them fit by bending the plastic in and forcing them in. That was a pain in the arse, and that's a shame really, because that's the first time I can actually remember being disappointed with a Wilko product. And I will say disappointed as well, because it's just poor quality, which is not what I've come to expect from them. That being said, would I recommend this? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I think I still would recommend it. Maybe not if you're an impatient person, but then again, if you're an impatient person, you're probably not going to be buying this because you don't like organising things. You like stuff to be done for you, because if you're impatient, you're a git. And anyway, that's a rant for another day. So yeah, if you've got the patience to organise stuff into all these little slots, then you've probably got the patience to fiddle around with these little dividers. Look, that one's really out of shape. Anyway, so marks out of 10. Let's go with a 7. I was going to say 6, but that's maybe a bit unfair. Let's go with a 7. Would have been much higher if it wasn't for these things, these orange dividers. They were really annoying, and they're the biggest letdown. The rest of it, can't fault it. It's very sturdy plastic, the lid and the base. I don't know why they said you're not suitable for heavy loads. I reckon I could fill this up with metal screws, and this will be really quite heavy, and I get the feeling it will still take it. So I don't know quite what they mean by heavy loads, or quite how heavy they think I'm going to make this, but whatever. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm just going to try one more thing. Oh no, the lid does come all the way over. Previous toolboxes I've tested of them, they sort of stopped there. And it was a thing to do with the hinges here. Now, whether it was just a manufacturing defect which created a handy feature, or whether it was by design, I'd never found out. But yeah, these are smooth. They're just the simple plastic hinges there. Alright, yeah, I can't think of much else to say about this, really. A little bit disappointing, but still worth buying. They are reduced to clear at the moment. I picked this one up for £3. I don't know what the normal retail price is. So, yeah, if you're near one and you need something like this, go and grab it whilst you can. That being said, if you miss it, or if you're watching this video way down the line, chances are they have something like this anyway. Like the last discontinued product that I reviewed from Wilko, all they've done is replace it with something else that's similar, probably a different supplier or something like that, and it generated a new barcode, and it was enough to be a different product, so they discontinued one, started the other, which is perfectly normal in the retail world. So yeah, even if you miss out on this exact one, there's going to be another. Let's be honest, it's going to be more or less the same. Maybe they'll have orange dividers that actually fit properly. Who knows? Yeah. So yeah, we'll call that it, and yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video on Pidini doing stuff and filming it. Please don't forget to press the big button here in the middle to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you liked what you just saw, please click the like button below and leave a comment letting me know what you liked about it. And as always, thank you for watching.